Hello everyone, my name is Oyele Olawale Peter, and today we'll be talking about the movement of the bishop. In the beginning of chess, you are having two bishops. Every player will have two bishops, one on the light square and the other one on the dark squares. The bishop moves diagonally. That is, the bishop on the light square can only move on the light squares. Can you see that? Diagonally like that. While the bishop on the dark squares can only move on the dark squares. The bishop on the dark square can only move on the dark squares. It's very simple. The bishop can't jump over pieces. They can't jump over pieces. They can't do high jump. They can make an high jump. So here this bishop can't jump over this rook. It's not possible. It can only stop on f4. That's how it moves on the dark square. Whereas the bishop over here on b5 can move on diagonals, either to a6 or can come down to f1, and there's nothing disturbing it. Yes, let's have a quick quiz on how the bishop captures. How the bishop can capture. Let's put the bishop here. Let's put a black piece here. Just like a drill. Let's call it a drill. A drill on how the bishop captures. Now, because this bishop is a light square bishop, it can only capture the pieces on the light squares. For example, the bishop moves diagonally and can capture. You see, the bishop from here also can move diagonally and can also what? Capture. The bishop from this square can move diagonally and also capture. The bishop on this square can go down and capture the knight on d1, and the bishop can also capture the queen on a4. If we have a bishop on a dark square, that is, let's look for the dark square bishop on c1, we can also, with this bishop, capture pieces that are on dark squares. Pieces that are on dark squares. Let's put some pieces there. Okay, let's put another one there. Okay, and finally let's put a bishop there. Let's put a knight there. Okay, let's look at the pieces that this bishop can capture from A to Z. From this square, C1 square, the bishop can definitely capture the rook on f4 diagonally. Which one again? We're saying it diagonally. Remember, it's moving on the dark squares. Yes, it can capture the knight on c7. Which one again? Yes, it can capture the queen on a5. Which one again? Yes, it can capture the pawn on c3. Which one again? Have you seen it? Yes, it can capture the pawn on g7. Okay, one more. It can also capture the bishop on f8. Now, can that bishop capture the knight on d5? You will see that the bishop is a dark square bishop and the knight is sitting on a light square. So it's not possible for this bishop to capture the knight. Is it possible? No, the knight is not there. So the bishop cannot capture the knight. That is how the bishop moves. Thank you very much. Bye for now.